We're going to do like a really just like standard sun A's and sun B's to start. The first time we come through it, we'll talk through some variations and some things you can do. But after that, just kind of open it up, see how you feel, see where you are. So we'll start standing at the top of our mat. So come to the top of your mat, turn all 10 toes one direction. Music. Find your second toe in line with your heel. Drop your hands down by your side, open your palms up in front of you. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Drop your chin down towards your collarbone. Just notice your breath. Find a nice long inhale. A nice deep exhale. If you want a little through your neck, roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Then on an exhale, drop your chin back down to your collarbone. If you want, roll your left ear to your left shoulder. And then chin down to your collarbone. If that feels good, take it a couple times. If it feels like a little bit too much stress to start, then just hang out, find your breath. Long collarbone. One more time. Exhale down. Bring your hands together, heart center. Rub your palms together, build some heat. As your hands get warm, which is hard to do in my basement this morning, cover your hands over your eyes. Blink your eyes open. Stretch out your jaw, stretch out your face. Exhale, drop your hands down by your hips. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, hitch through the hips, fold all the way down to the mat. Make sure your fingertips grace the mat. From there, inhale up halfway. You can leave your hands on the mat or you can bring your hands to your shins, press out through your hips. Exhale back down. Plant your hands, step your right foot, then your left foot to the back of the mat. Find plank pose. So, variations for sun A. Chaturanga is always welcome. You can drop your knees, your chin, your collarbone, slide your feet back, round your toenails, cobra. You can just drop a tricep push-up all the way to the ground, cobra. Or if you want to take chaturanga, rock forward on your toes, take your shoulder heads over your fingers, come halfway down, ground the tops of your feet. Inhale up, exhale back. Kind of no matter how you move into it, find your breath to inhale up, and then to exhale back into down dog. You want to walk it out a little bit here if your hamstrings are tight. Whatever makes sense. One more breath. On an inhale, step your right foot forward and then your left. Exhale down. Inhale halfway. Lift through the collarbone, through the crown of the head, press out through the hips. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet, sweep your hands by your side, rise all the way up. Put your palms overhead, look up through your thumbs. Exhale out, heart center. Again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Step your left foot, then your right, plank pose. You can take a different variation every time. You can take the same variation 4 times, whatever makes the most sense for you. Inhale up. Exhale back. Second time, find your breath. Find a length to your inhale, a depth into your exhale. Two more breaths. Step your left foot forward and then your right. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Feel that pressure through your hamstrings. Exhale down. Ground and rise all the way up. Touch your palms overhead, look up through your thumb. Exhale, heart center. 2 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Right foot, then left. Plank. Your breath. Up and back. So to concentrate on your work and your breath. See if you can initiate the breath at your diaphragm. And exhale all the way back through the diaphragm. Two more. One more. Right foot, then left. Hold. Lift halfway. Exhale. Ground and rise all the way up. Touch your palms overhead. Look through your thumb. Exhale, heart center. One more Sunday. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Left foot, then right. Your breath. Up and back. Dip your left foot forward and then your right. Exhale. Halfway. Exhale. Ground and rise all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Let's move into Sun B. Heel toe your feet together. As you inhale, you're going to sit back into Utkatasana. Find your weight back into your heels. Let your shoulders dip down towards your hips. Then as you exhale, fold all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot, then your left back. If at a certain point, chaturanga or cobra, it's just not serving you anymore, and your breath can use a little bit longer in down dog, then go for it. From down dog, the first time we'll bring our right foot up to the sky. As you exhale, step it all the way through. Drop your left heel, line up heel to heel. Press down into your right shin, rise up, warrior one. Set up your warrior one this time, see how it feels, see where you are. Notice a push out and forward through that left hip. Hands up overhead. Touch your palms, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, scoop your hands back down to the mat. Frame your right foot. Step your right foot back. Your breath. All the way back to down dog. Or simply meet us there. Left foot. Inhale up. Exhale, step it through. Drop your right heel, rise up. Find your warrior one here. Nice and strong. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Frame your left foot, step your left foot back. Chaturanga. Down dog. 5 breaths this time. Again, inhale your right foot up. Step it all the way through. And let your left foot follow. Exhale, fold down to the mat. This time, as you inhale, Utkatasana, sitting back into your heel. As you exhale, stand tall, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, sit back, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold all the way down to the mat. Half lift. Left foot, then right. Your breath. All the way back. Down dog. Inhale your right foot up. Exhale, step it through. Drop your left heel a little bit faster. This time we're going to inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Frame your right foot. Let the exhale find the low point of transition. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left foot, inhale up. Exhale, step it through. Drop your right heel, rise up. Exhale down. Frame. Set up. Up dog. Down dog. 5 breaths. Inhale your left foot up to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. Step your right foot forward. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Exhale, tall, hands to heart center. 2 more sun Bs. Inhale, sit back, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Let your breath guide you in and out. Half lift. Right foot, then left. Up dog. Down dog. This time, keeping your right foot low towards the mat, just step it forward. Drop your left heel. On an inhale, rise up. On an exhale, hinge down. Find the low point of transition. Inhale up. Exhale back. As you establish your down dog, step your left foot forward. On an inhale, rise up. On an exhale, sweep down. Press all the way back. With control, step your right foot forward, and then your left. Lift, fold, Utkatasana. Stand tall, hands to heart center. Utkatasana. Fold to the mat. One more. Half lift. Plant your hands, left foot, then right. Let your breath guide you. Press back. As you find down dog, right foot steps forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down. Step. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot. Exhale down. Establish, step back. Chaturanga. Down dog. Find your breath. Step your left foot forward and then your right. Lift. Fold. Utkatasana, one breath. Exhale, stand tall. Open your feet up, hip distance apart. You should really get 2 fists between the balls of your feet. From here, we'll take 2 active forward folds. First active forward fold, if you want, you gotta grab the backs of your ankles, bring your arms around your legs, hinge and lift. Second choice is take your peace fingers to your big toes. Let your palms face in, bend your elbows. Either or. Activate into your arms. Lift through your hips. See if you can bring that intention in your breath back to your diaphragm. Inhale up halfway. Second time, forward fold. You can take either of the first 2 again, or if gorilla's in your practice, rock back on your heel. Let your toe find your wrist. The ball of your foot finds your palm. Your toes find your wrist. Lift through your hips. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground and rise all the way up. Find a nice standing pose. Step to the middle of the mat. Turn all 10 toes one direction. Find your feet hip distance apart. From here, open your hands up wide. Either step or hop if you want. Land your feet directly underneath your wrists. From there, turn your right toes out. We're going to start with Trikonasana. We'll take the right side all the way through. Then we'll work the left side. So Trikonasana, we can reach our hand. You can hinge down Or if you're feeling a little more length through your hamstring this morning, you work toe grasp and work your way up. Either or, your choice. Listen to your breath. Listen to your right hamstring. Make sure you can open through that left shoulder, through that left hip. Inhale, rise back up. From here, bring your right hand to your right hip. Reach your left hand around. I open my left foot up a little bit so I can bring my hip around with it. From here, we're going to find revolved trikonasana. Reach forward, press back into your right hip. Let your left hand come down towards something. It can be your thigh, your shin. It can be the ground, whatever makes sense. Keep pressing back into that right hip. Maybe your right hand comes up to the sky. Maybe it doesn't. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Open your hands up wide. From here, we're going to find warrior two. So I adjust my back foot. Line up heel to arch. Bend into that right knee. You should be able to see your toes in front of your right knee. Drop your shoulder blades down your back. Take that tension away. Long gaze off your front middle finger. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hinge down. Bring both of your hands inside of your right foot. Shift your weight back to your left foot. Ground your right heel. Bring your toes up. Engage through the ball of your foot. You can stay here. Bring your hands to heart center. Some people work to get their left heel grounded. I'm working more into my right hamstring than anything else at this point. Hands back down to the mat. Walk your hands towards your right toe. Take your right toes forward. Rise up, warrior two. Another pose. From here, we're going to turn our right toes in. So all 10 toes are facing the same direction. With that bend in the right knee, we're going to hinge down to the mat and find a warrior two forward fold. From there, walk your hands around your right foot again. Turn your right toes forward. Two choices. Take your right hand to the outer edge of your right ankle. Put your left hand up and over, side angle. Or bring your right elbow to your right knee, side angle. Either or. Hold that length through the left side body no matter where you are. Three more breaths. From here, everybody float both hands out in front of you. Find that length through your left side body. Everybody take your right elbow to your right knee. Now, we're going to work a bind. Our choices are right elbow, right knee, left hand reaches around, finds your right pocket. Open up through your shoulder, take your gaze up. Next option is to reach your hand underneath and bind. If you're like me and that's just a little bit too much for you, you can use a strap or a towel to reach underneath and bind through the towel. Everybody open up your gaze to the sky. Open up through that left shoulder. From there, straighten out your right leg. Bound trikonasana. So you can keep that left hand in your right pocket. Just find that hinge forward. Find that stretch through your right hamstring. Everybody take your gaze to the ground. Two choices. Work bound half moon or take your right hand to the mat. Work standard half moon. Either or, left foot floats back behind you. You open up through that left hip. Stay strong to the ball of your left foot. From there, left foot meets right. We're going to take dancer pose. So ground into the right foot. Bend your left knee. Grab your left foot. Right hand comes up to the sky. Hinge forward. Hinge back forward. Ground your left foot. As you ground your left foot, cross your left foot over your right. You're going to find eagle one side on this side. Bring your left elbow underneath your right. Bring your hands back towards each other. Bend into your right knee. Sit down towards the ground. Legs tight. The stronger your legs hold together, the stronger your root, the stronger your core. Breathe there. Unwind your hands, rise up overhead. Unwind your feet, ground. From here, we're going to find warrior 3 on the right side. So bring your left knee into your chest. Bring your hands to heart center. Hinge back. Let that left foot float out into the air. Work to see if you can bring your hips in line with your shoulders. Your collarbone in line with the ground, your gaze down. Bend into your right knee, step your left foot back. From there, open up your hands, turn all 10 toes in one direction. Now turn your left toes out. Trikonasana, either left side. See how we set that up? Either come down into it or rise up into it, your choice. Leg through the hamstring, opening through the right shoulder. Inhale, rise up. Left hand, left hip. Right hip comes around, right hand reaches. Reach forward, hinge down. Right hand comes down towards something or towards the floor. Press back into your left hip. Three more breaths. Inhale, rise up. Set up warrior 2. Take the time, find the pose. Just as you set up your first warrior 1, set up your first warrior 2. No rush. No hurry. Long gaze off that front middle finger. See if you can slow down your exhale. Reverse your warrior. Bring your hands to the inner edge of your left foot. Walk your hands back to your right foot. Ground your left heel, toes up. Engage to the ball of the left foot. Maybe hands come to heart center, maybe they don't. Doesn't matter. Hands back down to the mat. Walk your hands towards your left toes. Rise all the way up, warrior 2. Turn your left toes in. Hinge forward, warrior 2, forward fold. All 10 toes, same direction. Palms find the mat. Bend down into your elbows. Walk your hands towards your left toes. Reach your right hand up and over. Side angle, supported side angle, whatever makes the most sense. Find that lag through your right side body. Both hands float. Left elbow, left knee. Right hand underneath. Open up through the right shoulder. Find the bind, whatever serves you best. My back foot really wants to slip on this side. Unusual. From there, straighten out your left leg. Hinge down to the mat. Down Trikonasana. Gaze to the ground. Find your left toe. Shift your weight forward. Right foot floats back. I'm going to run into that. Either half moon or bound half moon. Work your breath. Work your concentration. From the start of the inhale to the end of the exhale, nothing more. 3 more. Right foot meets left. Dancer on the left side, so we bend our right knee. Hinge forward. Hinge back forward. Let your right foot cross over your left. Right elbow underneath. Bend into your left knee. Rise back up. Round your right foot. Warrior 3. Bend your right knee. Hands to heart center. Put your right foot back. Hinge forward. Weight into the second toe of your left foot. Bend into your left knee. Step your right foot back. Open up. Turn all 10 toes in one direction. Find your second toe in line with your heel. Reach your hands wide. From there, we're going to take 2 wide-legged forward folds. Inhale, look up. Shift your pelvis forward. Exhale, hinge halfway down. Pause. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge all the way down. Ground your palms. Walk your palms back in line with your heels, your fingers with your toes. Bend into your elbow. Walk your hands back forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale. Ground your eyes all the way up. Again, hands to your hips. Press your elbows together behind you. Look up. Bring your pelvis forward. As you exhale, hinge all the way down. Take your peace fingers to your big toes. Bend into your elbow. Drop to the crown of the head. Hands back underneath shoulders. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Step your left foot up to meet your right. From here, we're going to set up pyramid pose. So bring your left foot back a third of the way. Both hips come forward. Find the same direction. Your right second toe is in line with your heel. Bring your hands up overhead. Squeeze your hands in towards each other. Take your biceps to your ears. Your hands over to the right. Bring your hands over to the left. Come back to center and head look up. Exhale halfway down. Reach your hands on in front of you. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hinge down to the mat. Frame your right foot. Drop to the crown of your head. Find that strength through your right hamstring. Either hold this pose for 5 more breaths or work on half split. Half split can be hands 8 inches in front of your foot, left foot up. It can be one hand to the back of your ankle, lift up. It can be both hands to the backs of your right ankle, lift up. Left foot meets right. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Round and rise all the way up. Step your right foot back a third of the way. Make sure both of your hips come around. Third of the way isn't very far from me today. It's all right. Hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Biceps to your ears, hands over to the right. Hands over to the left. Come back to center. Inhale, look up, engage your belly. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge all the way down to the mat. Frame your left foot. Drop to the crown of the head. The standing split variation that you want to work on the side, whatever serves you best. Or hold pyramid for 5 more breaths. Right foot meets left. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, full. Ground and rise all the way up. We're going to work standing hand to toe, all 3 variations. So 3 choices. First choice, bring your knee into your chest. Work the balance. Second choice, interlace your fingers underneath your hamstring. Take your right foot straight out in front of you. Third choice, right peace fingers find right big toe. Any one of those 3. Start with your gaze at the tip of your nose and no further. Open your left hand. If you're holding onto your right knee, just open up. If you're holding onto your foot, open up. See if your gaze can find your left big finger. Or that's your thumb, isn't it? Big finger. Back to center. Bring both of your hands to your right foot. Extend your right foot straight out in front of you. Find your gaze at your right big toe. Right foot back down to the mat. Other side. Left foot extends. Grab your knee, grab your hamstring, whatever makes the most sense. Slow your breath down when you find the pose. Then your right hand comes wide. Left foot opens up. Gaze finds your right thumb. Or your right big finger, if you want to call it that. Back to center. Both of your hands to your left foot. The left foot extends out in front of you. Gaze finds your left big toe. Left foot back down to the mat. Right foot, left hip. Half bound lotus. Or tree. Or fold, whatever makes the most sense for you. Right foot back down to the mat. Other side, left foot. Right hip. Left foot back down. Utkatasana, 5 breaths. Exhale, hinge down to the mat. Open your feet up, hip distance apart. Your choice, active forward fold. Grab your opposite bicep, sway a little bit from side to side. You can take a sun A all the way through if that serves you. Whatever makes sense. Exhale your hands down to the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back. Plank. Chaturanga if you wish. Or press your way back to down dog. From here, if you want to watch real quick, you can drop to your knees and watch what we're going to do. We're going to practice half lizard on each side first, and then we're going to practice Ekapada Kundiyanasana 2 on both sides. And so if Ekapada isn't part of your practice, it's totally fine. After we do the half lizards, we'll come back. We'll walk you through it. As we're coming to half lizard, what you're going to want to do is step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Line your foot up with your hand, your elbow with your calf. Press down into your right hip. Now, for some people, that's going to be more than enough, and that's totally cool. Maybe you want to drop your left knee and ground your left foot. Some people want to drop their forearms down towards the mat. That's fine. Maybe once you're there, you feel a little bit more pressure if you curl and lift your left knee. Whatever makes the most sense, I want you to engage that right hip. Everybody, start to rise back up. Bring your right foot back behind you and press all the way back to down dog. Other side, left foot, outer edge of left hand. Press down into your hip. Feel that hip engage. You can drop your knee, doesn't matter. Drop your forearms, doesn't matter. Back to your hands. Left foot back up to the sky. Okay. Now, Ekapada. The key to Ekapada, much like every other pose, is moving into it with your breath. I'm going to show the left side, then we're going to start with the right side. As you move forward into Ekapada, let your breath guide you into it and lift. If you try to pause, it gets a lot harder. You have to bring more core strength into it. If you use just the flow of the movement, you can open up into it. So Ekapada Kundinasana 2, what we do is you bring your left foot up to the sky. Bend your left elbow. You hook the inner edge of your thigh. Then you lift through your right foot. All right? So it's half lizard or Ekapada Kundinasana 2. Either or. If you did the left side already, then do the right side. If you did the right side first, then do the left. 5 breaths, nothing more. See how you feel. See where you are. If you fall, you fall. Let your breath guide you back in. Try it again. Everybody meet in down dog. With control, step your feet forward. Let's find Malasana, little squats. So drop your sit bones down towards the ground. Bring your elbows inside of your knees. Lift through your collarbone. Press your hands together. Hands back down to the mat. Now, you can do Malasana for 5 more breaths. You can find Malasana B. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, lift 2 inches. Or you can practice Kakasana. Bring your hands to the mat. Stack your knees into your elbows. Hinge your weight forward. Bring one foot, then the other up. See if you can work your feet together behind you and your feet all the way up to your bum. Grip your thumb and your pointer finger into the mat. One more breath. Everybody come down. Bring your hands back behind you. Take a seat. Bring your feet long in front of you. Ground your heels. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Take your peace fingers to your big toes. Draw to the crown of your head. All right, we're going to take 3 hamstring isolations. The first one is half bound lotus. So ideally what you're going to do is you're going to bring your left foot to your right hip. You're going to bring your left hand around your back and grab your left toes. Doesn't happen in my life. So what I do is I use a strap to reach that here. If you feel pressure in your knee, You're going to drop your foot inside of your thigh instead. Reach your left hand around to your pocket and hinge forward. Totally fine. It's a great pose. If you're using that strap, go ahead. If you have the toe grasp, go ahead. Dip down towards your right toes. Take one more nice breath. Switch sides. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Woo. Big hits this morning. One more breath. Rise up. Let's do core work in between every one this morning. Seems like a decent enough idea. We'll start with some yogi bicycles. So come down to your back. Bend your knees 90 degrees, hands behind your head. Right elbow, left knee, and extend. Left elbow, right knee, and extend. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 45, 6, 47, 8, 49, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Next side. So the second hamstring work is 3 angles, 1 foot. Your choices are to bend your left knee and bring your foot back behind you, sitting down into both sit bones, or to bring your left foot inside of your right thigh. And then we take 2 hands towards our right foot. Slow your breath down. Begin the transition to the other side. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Ugh. Both of your hands towards your left foot. Rise back up. This time, let's take Navasana as our little core work. Rise up into standard Navasana. Feet long in front of you. Long collarbones. Reach your hands out to your side. Lower down. Ardha Navasana. Five rowing ninjas. Ready? Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Navasana. Ardha Navasana. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. rise up. All right, third pose. So whenever we do hamstring work, it's always important. If there's one that you do and you're just like, yep, I need that, do that. Do it 3 times. I skip B variation almost all the time in my own practice. I do A twice and C twice. So it serves me. It's what I like. All right. The third variation, you're going to take your left foot. You ground the top of your left foot down into the mat. You sit down into your left heel. You bring your right foot out in front of you. From there, you hinge both hands forward, grounding your heel into your mula bandha, your pelvic floor. If that's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable. If it hurts, do something different. One more breath. Begin the transition to the other side. Set it up. Rise back up. Woo! Third time. Third pose. Down to your back. Ground to the small of your back. Lift your feet straight towards the sky. There, drop your hands down by your hips. The other choice is to make your hands into fists and take them underneath your back. Either or. From there, lower your feet 30 degrees. Inhale back up. Lower your feet 60 degrees. Inhale back up. Lower so your heels are 2 inches off the mat. Take your gaze down to your toes. Take big scissor kicks all the way back up. Cross your right ankle over your left. Lower 30 degrees. Inhale back up. Lower 60 degrees. Inhale back up. Lower side of the heels 2 inches off the mat. Take your gaze down to your toes. Touch your heel 10 times. Little scissor kicks. Left foot over right. 30 degrees. Back up. 60 degrees. Back up. Lower side of the heels 2 inches off the mat. Touch the mat 10 times. Big scissor kicks all the way back up. Bring your knees into your chest. Reach up through your knees, find the bottoms of your feet. Happy baby. Press your heels towards the sky, your knees towards the ground. Let the bottoms of your feet come together. Let your feet come down to the mat. Let your knees splay out wide. Now, we're going to do hips real quick. Not real quick. We're going to do hips. If you're down on your back and you want to take figure 4, line your heels up with your sit bones. Make sure you can touch your heels. Bring your right foot to the sky. Cross your right foot over your left knee. Bring your hands down. Grab your left thigh. Ground the back of your head. Totally cool. Your other choice is to rock up and over and find half pigeon. Either or. But go into your hip. Do some core work. Do some hamstring work. Found that length. It takes a little bit of time to come into your hip. No rush. At your own pace. with your own breath. Begin to transition to the other side. So if you're in figure 4, find yourself in half dead bog with your feet up to the sky. Bring your right foot back down, cross your left foot over your right. You're in half pigeon. Right foot back, left foot forward. Either or. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Slowly start to find your way out of the pose. If you're in figure 4, take your way through a happy baby. If you're in half pigeon, find your way through down dog. Take a moment, find some length through your hamstrings again. From here in my practice, I like to take an inversion. It doesn't mean that's the right thing for you today. It being a little earlier in the week, some people like to take legs up the wall. If you have a wall that you can get to, get close to the wall, bring your legs up the wall. Totally great pose. If you need a variation on it because you can't get close to a wall, make your hands into fists, bring them directly underneath your sit bones. Leveraging into your fist, bring your feet up. Totally cool. Another option today, and one that would be good off of that practice, would be to practice headstand. Again, headstand isn't in your practice or doesn't make sense today. That's totally cool. If you have a wall space and you like using your wall for headstand, it's your moment. Use that wall. Nothing wrong with that. No protection. The weight of headstand is in your elbows and your forearms and your hands. It's away from the back of your neck. If you feel pinched into the back of your neck, you're putting too much effort into your head. You need to back away. It's okay. Practice a little bit more. Build that strength through chaturanga. You'll get the upper body strength. You'll get there. If you're taking headstand, find the soft spot at the top of your head. Interlace your fingers around it. From there, bring your elbows in towards each other. You touch your elbow, your forehead, and the outer edge of your pinkies to the mat. Curl your toes under. From there, walk your feet forward. Maybe it's just 1 foot at a time and you practice what it feels like. Maybe you bring up both knees and you stay low. That's okay. Shift your weight forward. Find your hips over your shoulders. Then bring your feet up towards the sky. The weight of the pose reside in your forearms, away from the back of your neck. You can almost lift your head away from the mat. Whatever makes the most sense for you. Or come into Shavasana a little early. If you took a headstand, make sure you take child's pose as you come out. If you took legs up the wall, you can stay there for a little bit longer if you want, or you can start to come back down towards the mat. Everybody start to work your way down towards Shavasana. You can take a traditional Shavasana, or you can take Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the bottoms of your feet together and your knees wide. Whatever serves you. at your own pace, at your own breath. Start to come back. Start first in the body. Be grateful for the body, grateful for what you can do, what you can accomplish. Grateful for what makes you you, for the health, the ability, the time, the space to practice. A moment to listen. A moment to learn. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Listen to your breath. Work your concentration into the start of the inhale to the end of the exhale, nothing more. Use your concentration in one breath to let go of your judgments of the last breath, of your anticipations of the next breath. Find strength in the simplicity of one breath and nothing more. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale your hands to heart center. Put your thumbs over your heart. If you want to rise up in an easy seated pose, you can do that. You can stay down on your back, either or. We'll seal our practice together this morning with one unified breath and 2 ohms. Om is a reminder. Consider your words before you use them. Consider their intention and their impact. One inhale through our nose, we'll exhale through our mouth. Take a nice deep inhale in. And exhale out. Inhale. Inhale. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me on Tuesday. As always, you got questions, you got concerns, you want to talk about something, hit me up. I like talking about this stuff. That makes me feel not so lonely in my basement. Have a good day.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.